Yeah, for
Aux stand.
you want everything up
Yeah.
to about where I was at for the last microphone?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just so maxed out on a lot of this stuff here. And at the same time, I'm going to leave, so I can't check it.
I got you.
But you could just look over here and see if it's clipping
Okay.
on the.
Hey, beautiful family. Let's all take a nice deep breath. And let's take one more nice deep breath. And I love when you get to connect with other people, especially those you haven't met yet, because here at Conscious Life Expo, it's like a big family, and it's a fun family reunion. How many of you, this is your first Conscious Life Expo? Wow, welcome. Welcome home, because this really is family. How many of you have been coming for 5, 10 years or more? Yeah. Once you start coming, we just keep coming, and then you start to recognize people, and you might not even know their name, but you know them, because you're in all the same talks each year, so it's really fun. Well, Megan, it's great to have you. I didn't know it was your first year, too. That's awesome. Well, today, you get to go on this incredible journey to learn all about dowsing and what it is and how you can do it in your life. And you're going to learn some really great skills. And Megan is also with Solarglow Meditations. So you're getting kind of a nice double scoops, because not only will you have the incredible dowsing skills, but you're going to go into a beautiful meditation too. And with that, you're going to learn how to do this. And she's going to let some of you come up and experience it. So that's going to be quite an adventure. Let's all give our love to Megan Solarglow.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. It is so lovely to be here. And I'm just amazed at how many folks showed up. And I just really thank you guys for coming. I really, really appreciate it. So I figured what we do today, I want to give you guys kind of a preview of what's going to happen through this talk. So I'm going to give you guys kind of a background of dowsing and how we got here and what's going on. But at the end, I'm going to open it up for questions. So as you guys are kind of here and thinking about questions, if you think of something, we'll have a microphone in the middle, and anything in a yes/no answer. So that'll be great, whatever you guys can think of. So I just want to start with kind of the history of dowsing. So dowsing's been around for a very, very long time. Folks have historically used it for water witching or to find veins of water. I know there's been references to the Bible in the past, but it has been since removed from the Bible. Queen Elizabeth used to have folks go and use the dowsing rods to find metal to make weaponry back in the day, 1600s. And it's just something that's been around, and it kind of comes and goes out of fashion. So it feels like it's sort of coming back into fashion as folks have found me on the internet again, and I absolutely love it because it's great fun for me. And you can use the dowsing rod so many ways. I use it to talk to spirit a lot of times, but you can use it to find the water. I actually use it to find my lost remote control to the TV when it gets, that happens far more than it should do, but we always find it. So yeah, so that's how dowsing has come to be. How I got started, so my mother-in-law owns a crystal shop in upstate New York, and she's been a Reiki master forever. And prior to this, I had never been a very spiritual person. I went to church until I was maybe 7, 8, but it was never something that I really did. It was just kind of yeah, that's kind of interesting. I'm going to kind of ignore this spirituality portion of life and go with the flow. I just live by what I think. But then my mother-in-law, she had been sending me crystals for years, and I was like, oh, this is cool. And one day she was like, would you like to be Reiki attuned? I had no idea what Reiki was, so I was like, yeah, of course, let's go do this. I want to experience life. And so we're at my sister-in-law's wedding in a hotel room in Washington, D.C., and she's like, well, let's do this. Usually we need an hour, but we can do it in 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And so she starts going through the different motions that Reiki has. And it is this incredible experience where I just feel this energy flow throughout my entire body. It feels like what I would think a Kundalini awakening feels, but it kind of stopped at my heart center. And all of a sudden I started getting this download of information of ways I had been so unkind to my body in the past, you're not skinny enough, you need to run more, you need to do all of these things. And I just started crying because I was like so shocked that Spirit was like, you need to stop doing this right now. You need to start loving yourself so you can start living your best life and understanding how Spirit connects with you. And it was this moment of like, oh my gosh, I need to A, let this settle in, and then B, I need to go deep dive and research everything that has to do with spirituality. And so at that point in my life, I had downloaded TikTok. If you guys are on TikTok, you know the algorithm. It's amazing. It will feed you the content you like. And so suddenly I was getting all of these spiritual beings, or spiritual folks, like doing different facets and modalities of spirituality. And I was like, I want to try everything. And so I found somebody who was doing dowsing rods. And so I was like, I'm going to do this. They're like $14 on Amazon, no big deal. So I buy them and I try them and I'm like, oh my gosh, is this me doing this or is this something else? Like, I don't know. But the answers I started getting as I was doing this were coming through and they were accurate. So I would ask like, is my name Megan? Yes, thank you. Do I have 2 dogs? Yes, thank you. I did now because they have since passed, but it was just this like feedback in such a profound way that I was like, oh, I can actually do this. Like, this works. And so I started doing it, and there was very much like this baby step intro into doing it, like, oh my gosh, am I talking to like a negative entity? I don't know. Like, okay, this doesn't feel good, so I'm going to put it down and come back to it a little bit later. And when I feel like the energy is good again, I come back to it, and suddenly it's like this profound thing. And so I started doing it for myself as a way to keep up with like my spiritual practice and a way to get feedback about things in my life, like what should I do with my job? What should I get another dog? Should I quit my job? I don't know. And you know, it's not giving me the answers I just want to hear because I keep asking if I should quit my full-time job and they keep telling me no, so I gotta trust the rods. I mean, at this point, I'm all in. And so it's just been this like amazing experience. And as I've continued to work through it, it's started to develop other facets and modalities of spirituality, and this has started to connect me in new ways. And so I find this dowsing is a very like nice intro into spirituality in a way that gives you feedback that is so obvious and like you can't really ignore it because the rods are moving. Whereas with other things, I feel like it's a little bit hard to get that immediate feedback. Like, yes, I'm meditating, but was that my ego talking to me or was that a spirit? I don't know. And so you start to get feedback in a more physical way that I think is a little bit more validating than jumping into the deep end of some of these other modalities. But as I've gone through the dowsing rods, I've started developing these other modalities. I took a clairvoyance class that was incredible, and I've started to see things. And if you guys have noticed in my recent YouTube videos, as I start to douse, I start getting more information that's coming through in a slightly different way. So you can ask the yes/no questions of the dowsing rods, but I'm starting to get like dates, or maybe you should think about this. And then as you're asking those questions, you start to get like you can validate, like, hey, I was seeing like a 2027 for a light flash. Is that accurate? And you start to get more feedback that way into what you're feeling and seeing through spirit that way. And so it's just been this incredible journey. And then the other thing that has started happening as I've opened up these clairvoyant abilities is that I've started having past loved ones come through. Typically in my videos, I'm only talking to, like Archangel Michael is probably my favorite, but like these well-known entities that people relate to out in the world. But when I have these private sessions with like clients or friends, I've started getting past loved ones come through. And so last year I was actually on a trip to Arizona. I'm in this bunko group, so there's a group of women. We're all down there hanging out by the pool. It's a great time. So I pull out the dowsing rods because my best friend's like, I need to see this in person. And so we pull them out, and I'm like, I'm getting like a grandma energy coming through. And we start asking validating questions like, is this grandma, did she pass in her 80s? Did she have this kind of car? Like, we're starting to get information to validate that that's the spirit we're actually talking to. And by the time we get through these validating questions, we've confirmed that it is actually her we're talking to. And so one of the first questions my friend pulls out, and she was like, Grandma, when I was 9, I was wearing this pink Minnie Mouse sweatshirt. And I'm pretty sure I thought you thought it was slutty. Was that true? And Grandma's like, yes, so fast. I'm like, Grandma, you're saying this about a 9-year-old girl? Like, what? I don't know. Anyway, my poor friend, she laughed thankfully and was like not offended, but she's like, yeah, that's grandma. It was great. And so I've absolutely loved getting to explore this, and just the information that comes through is so fascinating. Like, and I've found that over time that spirits have opinions too. Uh, like, what was it? 2 weeks ago, I was talking to Mohammed about Islam, and I asked Mohammed, I was like, are you like this most serious of like prophets or ascended masters? And he's like, no. I'm like, who do you think is? And he like, in my ear, he's like, Jesus. And I'm like, what? Okay, let's ask, is this Jesus? And Mohammed's like, yes, Jesus. And so I'm talking to Jesus last week, and Jesus was like, or I asked him, I was like, Mohammed thinks you're like the most serious of ascended masters. Do you agree? And he was like, yeah, totally. I'm like, okay. Jesus, I guess, is serious. I get that a little bit from him too, but but then you start to like discern the personalities of these different entities. Like Archangel Michael is just this like fun, lighthearted energy. I know a lot of people think of him as like very serious, and he can be depending on who you talk to him about. But I've always just played with him, and he's just been a lot of fun. And I actually was hanging out with one of my friends, and he has a spirit box, and we were talking to Archangel Michael, and my friend turns to the spirit box and was like, hey, Archangel Michael, what do you think about Megan like asking you these silly questions? And the spirit box very clearly says, fun. I'm like, oh, he's my guy. We can play. This is great. And so it's just been this like incredible experience. But like as we've been working through this, like getting to know these personalities and know that spirituality and like talking to spirit doesn't have to be this serious thing all the time. And that's one of the ways I keep this vibration so high. Like, I don't care if a sushi is a burrito or if the ocean is soup. Does it qualify as soup because there's so many fish that die in the ocean? I think the answer was no on that one, but I don't actually remember. But it's just like so silly. And it's so interesting to me because on the internet there's these group of people that like get so offended that you're taking up space with spirit to ask these silly questions. But I don't think that a lot of folks realize that the point is not actually the question. The point is more to have fun and keep the vibration. Like, you're getting to know these entities and work with them. I'm not here to worship them. Like, we're here to create a relationship. And that's one of the things that I really like with doing the dowsing and talking to spirit is it's a two-way thing. It's not, I'm going to worship Jesus. Like, that's not my thing. And so it's just so incredible. But then as I've gone through this and finding these perspectives and different things about these different entities is that multiple things can be true at once. So like talking with Mohammed, like if I ask about a future event, he might think of it as one way and Jesus might think of it as another way. And there can be like nebulous answers because of definitions and different opinions and how folks see different timelines. And so one of the things that's been kind of this mantra for me over the last couple months is just perspective matters so much because depending on how you look at it, it can look different. Like if you look at the Earth, for example, if you're looking at the ocean, you might think, oh, this planet is mostly water. But if you turn it just a little bit, suddenly you see all this land mass. And both things are true. Like we have a water planet, but we also have a lot of land. And so keeping that in mind as you're working with spirit, talking to spirit, and especially asking questions that are yes, no answers that don't lend themselves to a lot of detail, the answer to your question might be true, but there might be more to it that's kind of missing in that yes, no question. And so that's kind of one of the things that's been a challenge and kind of the skepticism and feedback is, yes, you're not always getting that answer, but have the curiosity and the play enough to kind of keep asking those questions and get to that answer that you're looking for. So I think with that, I've probably talked enough. So Trent, are you willing to set up a mic and maybe get into some Q&A if you guys are up for it? Okay. And as he's doing that, I do just want to give you guys like a couple tips on how to use the dowsing rods, because I've had a lot of folks kind of ask, how do you get into this? So one of the things I do is I always set the intention, can you can you cross the rods for yes, please? Thank you. Could you open wide for no? Thank you. Could you point to the direction of your energy? Thank you. And then I'll go through and validate, like, who are we talking to? Is this Archangel Michael? Yes, thank you. I asked him to come through earlier today, and that's one of the things you can do. You ask which spirit you want to come through. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. It's a relationship, so just like people, some don't want to talk to you and some don't, and that's okay. And so, one other tip I wanted to give you guys, since you're here, if you're trying to use the dowsing rods and you're struggling, one of the things I suggest doing is, as you're asking the questions, raise your arms up and down. A lot of times what I find is that people get so rigid in their like body trying to not move the rods that you actually stop the rods from moving. And so sometimes like walking around with just like a, can you show me a yes, will start to lead it to getting your mind and your body out of that way. So those are my couple of tricks for you guys if you're using them and running into a little bit of trouble. But otherwise, I would highly suggest getting some if you're at all interested. And yeah, with that, are we ready to ask them questions? Okay, thank you. Yeah, so if you guys have questions you want to ask, if you guys could line up, and they can be personal, and I will give you guys my little bit of like caveats. First thing, the future's not set in stone, free will exists, so the future can change based on decisions you make, decisions other people make, so take the future predictions with a grain of salt. The other thing is, I am not a medical professional, so please talk to your doctor before making medical decisions. I don't want to get sued. And I will share what answers I can get to come through. So yeah, we've already established, Michael, you're still here, right? Yes, thank you. Okay. Have at it. Maybe step up a little
Okay.
close. There you go.
I would like to know, with my business,
Yeah.
will I be making it financially profitable in 2025?
Yes, thank you. It feels like it will be, but just barely. But it feels like you gain momentum and like snowball next year. So,
Thank you.
yeah.
So next year, 2026.
Yeah, next year's going to be a good year. Yeah.
Yes!
Thank you.
It's going to be a tough year.
Sorry, Fred.
One more year.
All right, going on.
I didn't know we could ask personal questions. That's lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, so my question is, should I continue working with dogs?
Yeah, it looks like something you love doing.
Okay. But my original question was about like animals and insects. Do certain insects like bees and cockroaches, can we talk to them and ask them for help with our issues?
Yes, thank you.
Wow. There's a saying like tell it to the bees, like if you need find something or looking for something or answer to a question, tell it to the bees. Is that a thing?
Yes, thank you. I've never heard that before.
And then in certain understandings, religion, spirituality, when you leave your body and you go over to the other side, there's like a purgatory and there's a dog waiting there for you to take you to a boat. But if you weren't nice to the dogs in this life, they don't show up and they don't take you to the boat and they leave you in purgatory. I know it's a long question, but
No, you're good.
but do dogs show up for you to take you to your next assignment, heaven, afterlife?
So it's kind of a yes and a no. So if you are somebody that connects with dogs in this life, it's generally a yes. Is that accurate? Yeah. If you're not somebody that's a dog person, I don't expect dogs would show up. Is that true? Yeah. And it's more there of like a greeting on the other side. Like, it's not necessarily to take you anywhere specific. It's more of just greeting you and helping you acclimate to the other side. Is that? Yeah. Because it can be a little shocking, like what just happened, depending on how you pass. So yeah.
And I just wanted to ask one more thing, and then I'm going to go, about cockroaches, because they come to me.
Yeah.
So they've been coming to me for several years, and I haven't had an answer. I mean, I figure, but when you ask them something, do they have like a whole system where they help you and they're all working together?
Yeah, it has to do with their scent. I'm getting like smells. Something, I think they communicate through scent. I don't actually know like if that's science or not, but
Do they cooperate together? Are they cooperative together?
yes,
Wow.
thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. That's so lovely.
Thank you.
Hi there.
Hi.
So these first couple questions are more about your process,
Yeah.
which will help everybody understand. So, because I use a pendulum, and so I have a process. So what is your process before you pick up the rods? Do you do a meditation? Do you bring light into your heart? Maybe give a quick...
Yeah, so generally what I do is I ground and then I center my energy, so pull up earth energy, bring down cosmic energy.
Okay.
I'll generally put on a meditation just to add a frequency to raise the vibration. I usually have crystals, and then just depending on the day, I'll add things, subtract things, depending on what's going on. And then the main part of it for me is really the, are you there? Yes, no. Can you show me where you are? Who are you?
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
And then a follow-up question on that is, as you're using the rods, because this is what happens to me when I'm using the pendulum,
Yeah.
I'll get the answer in my head,
Yes.
and then the pendulum will do its thing. So is that what's happening with you as well?
Most of the time, yes. Sometimes the rods will answer before my brain, but
Okay.
most of the time I
Got
hear it in
Okay,
here.
so it sounds like a somewhat similar process.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, then my question is, let me make sure I get the wording correctly so it's not confused. The ascended master that we know as Jesus, did he have divine communication on the road to Damascus with a man born with the name Saul, who we all know as Paul?
Yes. Thank
You
you. Oh,
did.
I just got chills on that one.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Cool, thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Yeah. Interesting. Thank you.
So just following up on that, well, first of all, I wanted to thank you because I really
Thank you.
enjoyed your content. I think it's wonderful.
Thank you.
And it's just so, I mean, it's fun, it's entertaining, it's often insightful. You know, I often ask myself, is it edited? Are you just going off the cuff? Like your content, your process is just, it is edited, right?
So if you see it on TikTok or Instagram, I cut it down to pick some of the best questions. But I have the full unedited version on YouTube, so you can see the whole thing. Like, I don't take anything out of that.
No, it's cool.
Yeah.
And so you're saying that you can voluntarily move the rods if you want,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
And so
It's
the
hard, but-
question is, when you're in the experience, are you like semi in a trance, or it's mainly you are processing the info? And if something really politically or religiously offends you, can you influence the outcome of the rods?
I think.
How involved are you? Are you in a trance? Are you in theta state?
Yeah.
Or is it like mostly
Yes.
in your head or somewhere else?
It's theta state, and I would call it a trance. I don't edit the information that comes through. I think there's certainly people that use dowsing rods that do, I presume. I am not one of them. Of course, there's a spectrum of people. I don't think anybody like intentionally tries to, but you know, there's people out there. So yeah, like political information, what I get coming through is just what it is, and I just put it out there as I see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
One question, personal.
Yeah,
Should
absolutely.
I just pay the frickin' bill, or should I fight it? Should I fight it? Fight it? Yes?
Fight
Okay,
it,
all right,
yeah.
okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, so to follow up to what that gentleman was asking, at what point did you realize that you trust it and you go, oh, yeah, this is something else other than me accidentally moving it?
I correctly predicted the Super Bowl outcome last year. That was like it for me. I was like, okay, we're going with this.
Like with numbers or just like
No,
this
just
team
who
versus
won.
that team? Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you were talking about the grandmother and like this kind of car and whatever.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if you can kind of help guide me through. I am like just this complete blankness on like what to do with my life at all. Like
Yeah.
what my purpose is, like where do I go, what direction? And I just, you know, everybody's like got all these questions and I just can't figure it out.
Do you have like two paths you're looking at?
You know, it's definitely, I guess it would be, I really like this esoteric healing world.
Yeah.
But I don't know like which way it is or where it is. Like I kind of had an idea, like it was working down maybe I don't want to like say because then I'm like, I don't know for sure if those are things, but
Well, so the energy that I'm getting feedback-wise is that you haven't defined what you want out of life. Are you looking to, like,
Be some kind of contribution somewhere that I make a difference with my leadership and
yeah,
my power, and it just doesn't, like, don't know where I belong or where to do it and
yeah,
deliver it.
exactly. Yes, very well put. So I would say part of it is just figuring out what it is that you can do to define that success, and then just try. And so it's going to be like a little bit of play. Like, I'm going to try this and see if it sticks. And no, I hate this. We're going to keep going. So I would just give several things a try, and maybe do all of them at once, but just a little bit out of a time, and see which one are you most excited about. Like, which one gets you out of bed in the morning and brings you that. But I see the kind of nebulous, like, I'm not quite sure energy.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out if there's like the one step that would be like, oh, this will open up something to be like, sometimes it just takes that one little thing for you to, and I
Yeah.
don't know what that one little thing is. I don't even know if this is a place to ask that question.
No, it's good. I would say the play. Keep playing. And I'm getting like a May, June timeframe. There's going to be like some sort of aha moment for you. Is that true, Michael? Yeah. So I think part of this right now is just being in this waiting period, and maybe like being okay with not knowing exactly, but keep playing.
Okay,
I'd say.
thanks so much.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
It's more of a personal question. I was just
Yeah.
wondering if my oldest daughter would come around. Do you see her coming around or kind of waking up a bit to?
Yes, thank you. It's very slow, but it's coming. Yeah. Is it waking up spiritually? Is that?
That and kind of in a crazy ass world right now, and kind of more on the surface, doesn't see a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
or sees things, I guess, differently than me, but
It looks like something has to impact her personally to be able to see that. Is that true? Yes, thank you. Yeah. Yep.
okay, perfect. And then one last thing, is
Yeah.
my husband's surgery going to go well?
Yes,
Perfect.
thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you. I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
I have a question. Last year, I made a big change in my life. I'm 53 years old, and I've always been in leadership roles. And I feel like now my path is to be more of service. And so I'm wondering if I'm on the right path.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, sorry, I'm so emotional. And of course, because I've made so many changes in my life and, basically cut my income in half, but boy, am I happier even though that's happening. My life just seems much better now.
Yeah.
But with everything going on in the world right now in the United States, I'm just, I guess I just want to see some hope there. I know, of course, things are going to get better. I guess my question is this worry going to be for the rest of the year? Is this going to be for the next 5 years, just to get myself beat?
Not the next 5 years, no. So a lot of what I've gotten with the state of the world and the U.S. is it's going to get worse before it gets better, right? But it feels like it comes to a head in like the March time frame. Is that? Yeah.
Of this year?
Yeah. But the undoing of everything that's happening right now is going to take some time to rebuild. And so we're going to be in this period of like uncertainty and just really being uncomfortable with how things are. And it's so uncomfortable. Like, I'm with you guys on that. But yeah, it's going to be okay. And that's the thing that Spirit keeps, I've just gotten shivers again. Spirit keeps telling me just over and over, like, it's going to be okay. Like, this very much has COVID-like energy to me without the death. And we're here. We got through it. It was hard, but you know that you could get through a pandemic again. Like, we are stronger here now because of that, and that's part of what this energy is. But it's really hard to go through, so.
Yeah, one last question.
Yeah.
So I do have an idea to spread the word, and this would have to do more with children.
Yeah.
Am I on the right path?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you.
Hi. Let's see. I do have a couple of questions. The first is about dowsing rods, but it's for the dowsing rods.
Yeah.
So I recently my beloved got me a pair of dowsing rods for Christmas, and I've tried using them a couple of times, and I don't really get much, but I realized I was sitting very, very rigidly. Is that why I haven't been getting anything? Is because I've been sitting too rigidly?
Yes.
Okay. Will I start getting clearer answers once I loosen up a bit?
Yes. You can also try it first thing when you wake up in the morning, or like after a walk or after a shower.
Ooh, okay, good idea.
Yeah,
All
'cause
right,
then you're
yeah.
really grounded, you're kind of in a different headspace.
Okay, yeah, thank you. And then I've got a personal question. Do I have any spiritual or emotional blockages linked to something I experienced when I was around 11 or 12?
No, it looks like you've worked through most of that.
Really? Okay, awesome. Good.
Yeah, it looks like you're doing a lot of dream work. Do you dream a lot?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof, okay. Spontaneous question. Will I be able to work through any dream blockage? Okay, I'm sorry. Can I restart?
Yeah, feel free.
Okay. Are any of my spiritual or emotional blockages shown to me through my dreams?
Yes, thank you. It looks like you're pretty good at removing them too. Like, you know what to do.
Really? Because I've
Yeah.
been okay. Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
It looks like it's your ego getting in the way. Like that's
Okay.
just trust the process. You got this.
All right.
Yeah.
Will I get a clear meaning to this recurring dream I'm having in this year?
No, that's a ways out. It looks like
Okay. All right.
it's like a 20 in the 2030s. Is that like you got
Oh,
a
man.
while?
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, no, that's okay. Maybe it's supposed to be that way.
Yeah.
I feel like I did have another question, but I don't. Oh, okay. I just remembered. Is there a way that I can use the act or gift of feeling to help people?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Hello.
Hi.
You're here.
I'm here.
Thank
Of
you.
course I'm here. I had told you that I got my own dowsing rods.
Yeah.
I have my best friend, today's her birthday, she passed away a couple of months ago. And I also have a mentor and great friend who also passed away, who are really, really strong, and I know they're around me. With the dowsing rods, is it better to try and connect with them, or to go higher than, no offense, guys, higher than that? Would you get a clearer answer if it's someone that's closer to you that you've known all your life, or if it's, spirit?
Yes and no. So I think this is kind of where the opinions and feedback portion come in. So spirit, like everybody still keeps their personality on the other side, so they're going to have perspectives about different things. So if you see these friends and trust them and like know that you would have taken their advice or not, then that's going to be more telling than maybe like an archangel. Is that true? Yeah.
Oh, okay. And the big question, the serious question that I have is currently, is the trans community safe physically from this current administration? That's a heavy question.
That is a very heavy question. It looks like it depends. Is that true? So the location is going to matter.
California?
Yes, you'll be
They're
fine
going to be
here.
physically safe?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's the important part. Okay, everybody just come to California. We'll take care of you. Okay,
And
thank
it
you.
doesn't, I will say, it does not feel like death. It feels like just hard situations to work through. Like, nobody's going to die. Is that True. Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. I
Yeah.
appreciate you.
Thank you.
Hi, Megan. Um, so I just got my dowsing rods in the
Congratulations.
mail. I'm so excited. Is there a way to infuse them, like, with my energy to start out? Like, how do I start pairing with them?
Great question. So the dowsing rods to me are very different than like a tarot deck. Like
Right.
I feel like if I do my tarot deck,
Yeah.
I don't want anybody to touch those cards. Like
Right.
it's very strange. But the dowsing rods, I don't feel the same way. Like I'm pretty happy to hand these off and anybody can use them.
Okay.
So I don't feel like there's like a necessarily need to connect with them. If that's something you want to do, by all means. And it's just not something I personally feel. So
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Can I'll just ask a quick
Yeah.
personal question. Okay, so, I experienced what kind of seemed like the flu at the beginning of the week, but it wasn't a full-blown flu. It was just extreme exhaustion that put me in bed for 2 days, and body aches, and that was it, like, and kind of decreased appetite. But was it really the flu, or was it like, a spiritual cleansing or ascension situation?
let's start with, was it the flu? Partially like a mild version. Is that right? Yes. Was there also a spiritual aspect to it? Yeah. So it looks like a little bit of both.
It was
So-
both.
Yeah.
Uh,
Interesting.
Did it happen because of my boss, like,
Yes.
okay, okay.
I'm so sorry.
I mean, she keeps hitting roadblocks, and I'm trying so hard to be like working extra to help her, and then I go down for 2 days, and I just felt so guilty in bed going, shoot, I need to be there to help her, but I think it's like a spiritual lesson she's going
Yes.
through.
Well, so
Okay.
I think it's both. I think
Okay.
you need to set some boundaries, right? Yeah. And then your boss also needs to learn to do her own thing. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Megan.
Yeah, thank you. Hello.
Hello. About 10 years ago, I bought some dowsers, and I was shown that it was to clear energy and find negative energy and to protect yourself from that.
Yeah.
So I'm really glad to learn this method, but I wanted to learn how I live in this 18,000 acre property. It's a
Wow.
conscious community, and I want to find with my friend a hot springs.
Yeah.
So how can I use a dowser to direct me to the right place?
Oh, you just ask. Hey, dowsing rods, can you point me to where the nearest water is? Then you walk that way. So I'm going to guess there's like a water thing right outside. I don't know. But yeah.
Okay, so I just keep asking according to certain distance.
Yeah, so I would say ask for which direction, walk a little ways, and then ask again. So I do maybe every 10 feet when I'm looking for my remote, but if you feel like it's further out, you can keep going. So, or if you like run into an obstacle like a tree or something like that, you can be like, can you show me which way to go? And if they keep pointing straight, just go around the tree and keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
And another question is, will I be able to publish a book this year or next year?
See, for this year? Yeah, thank you. It looks like a self-published book, maybe Amazon? Is that? Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Is that the route you're going through, self-publishing?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna grab a drink of water. Hi, thank you.
You can drink. I'll wait.
Okay.
So just wanted to say the millennials of TikTok love you.
Thank you.
My question is personal. Last year, I lost my baby cat, and she was my soulmate. And I would like to ask if she was reincarnated into my youngest male kitten.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting chills there, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm glad you came back. Hello.
So I've been in the process for almost a year of opening a wellness center.
Congratulations.
And so I was just curious on one question, will it be this year? Well, it's the brick and mortar.
No, it does not look like this year. It looks like early next year, though. Like, you're so close to it, and then something's going to, like, disrupt it at the end of the year that will just set it back a couple of weeks. Is that, yeah.
And then kind of a part 2 to that, or
Yeah.
part 3. Is it Olympia or Puyallup?
Is it Olympia? Is it Puyallup? It's not Puyallup. Is it Olympia? Yes, thank you. Is there another location that would be better than that? No, thank you. Okay, so Olympia.
Awesome,
Yes,
thanks.
thank you.
Hi, Megan, how are you?
Good, how are you?
So I discovered you on Instagram, love you. And my kids think I'm crazy because you pop up all the time, and then I had to go out and get myself some dowsing rods. And they laugh at me all the time because they never move. And so I said, you know what, forget it, I'll just come here in person and ask you and Michael. So am I ever going to get them to move?
Yes.
Oh, yay. I'll be patient. And then I have 2 other questions. So is the energy enhancing system going to help my mom?
Partially, yes. It looks like it might not be worth the money, though. Is that, yeah.
Okay.
If you're not concerned about the finances, then I would say do it, yeah. But, yeah, it looks kind of expensive.
Okay. And then path-wise, thinking about changing to an idea of raising the consciousness of the youth through education in this new earth. Is that something I should dabble in?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Megan. Thank
Hi.
you so much for your work. First of all, I'd like to know, will my shoulder and my neck be okay just like that, or do I have to do anything?
It looks like you have to do something, yes. It looks like massage. Yeah. I would skip the chiropractor, though. Yeah. Just massage. It looks like a muscle thing. Yeah.
The other question is that person my person?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Love that.
So, shall I switch my business from German to English?
Michael's telling me only if you want to. Is that true? Yes. It looks like you'd be successful doing it, but it'll also be a lot of work. So it looks like you're not quite sure about how much extra time you want to put in. Is that kind of what I'm getting? Yeah. Does that resonate? Okay.
And is Instagram and this whole thing my thing? Is that the right path?
Yes,
Oh,
thank
really?
you. Yeah.
Okay, one last thing, because I'm so confused. Should I focus on relationships only on that channel?
No,
Oh.
he's saying be yourself, like show all of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hello.
Hi. I love watching you too on Instagram. My first question is, I keep thinking about retirement. Been teaching a long time, and I love the kids, but I want to know financially, is this something I can do if I do it next year, then the next school year?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, good. This has been my 38th year of teaching, so.
Congratulations.
Long time. And little guys, so I'm like, I'm ready.
Thank you.
My other question is, my very best friend and I had a falling out, and I'm just so upset about it, and I want to know if it's going to be okay.
Yeah, thank you. It looks like she's pretty upset about it too.
Yes.
Yeah. I can't tell if there's going to be reconciliation or not. Well, let's see. I'm not quite sure what that no is for. Are they going to reconcile? Are they going to reconcile in this life? Yes. So it looks like, are we going to be in the next few years? No. It looks like there's some sort of event that will bring you guys back together. Like, I don't know if you're going to end up at the same place at the same time, or like, it has almost like auction energy, or like something like nonprofit donating your time to it type of thing, where you guys will both care about it and be there. Is that interesting? But I think this like chance meeting will lead to like a lot of shared feelings of like, I hate that we fell out. Is that what's happening? Yeah. And I think giving it the time and then the chance meeting, I think, is what is going to drive it.
I have one more quick question.
Yeah.
I'm guardian of my nephew, brother's son, and I feel like he's around a lot. Is he around me a lot?
Yes, thank you. Okay. He hangs out doing other things, but he's around more often than not.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello again. My question is, I recently bought a healing package, week-long healing package, here, kind of last minute, and I'm just wondering, is this the proper path that I should be taking? Is this good for me, this package?
Yes, thank you. Yes.
And one other question, at the end of this week-long program, should I continue?
It's giving a no answer, and it's more about whether or not you want to. Is that true? It looks like you can do the work on your own. Yeah, but if you feel that great sense of community, then it might be worth it to continue. Yes. Thank
Great.
you.
Thank you very much, Megan.
Yeah, thank you. Hello.
Just two quick questions.
Yeah.
Is my daughter going to heal?
Yes, thank you.
Is it going to be the next 2 years, 5 years?
Will it be in the next 2 years? No. I'm seeing like a 10 years. Is that what's going on? Slow recovery, but recovery. Yeah. Was she in some sort of like accident?
No.
Okay. Interesting. I'm getting like back energy. Is that kind of what's happening?
No, it's a neurological thing.
Oh. Spine related. Yeah. I'm not seeing a lot of other things coming forward. Michael keeps saying like 10 years, 10 years, 10 years. Okay. Yes, thank you. So.
One more question.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of taking my business to another level, including social media, etc. Should I spend time in doing that? Would that be successful?
Yes, thank you. I wouldn't focus on the social media, though. I would focus on the outside of that, and the social media will come naturally. Is that what's happening? Yeah. So I wouldn't get too wrapped up in the social media part of it. Is that? Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Hello.
Hey, Megan.
All right, 3 things. Let me see if I can make my 13-year-old daughter proud on the first one. So does Michael think that my spiritual business will slay?
Slay.
Come on, Michael. All right, thank you. I'll say thank you for you. All right, second one. Should I start that business while I'm still working for the company that I've worked for 23 years?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Final question. So I have aphantasia, and I'm curious if I should just live with it or if I should continue to try to heal it.
Do you dream?
Rarely.
When you remember dreams, what do you see?
I can see dreams. I can create the mental imagery when I'm dreaming, and I will remember, well, I don't remember them if I don't write them down. So I want to be able to create imagery because it's important to me for some of the spiritual things that I want to do, but I cannot, which I assume I chose coming into this life.
I'm getting not aphantasia energy. Is that what's happening? If I were to hold out my hand and say I have an apple in my hand, can you like close your eyes and know that I have an apple here?
No.
Interesting. It looks like there's, is there a third eye block happening here? Yes. It looks like you can get past the aphantasia. It looks like it's kind of your ego getting in the way a little bit of things, especially because you dream. Is that true, Michael? Yes, thank you. So I think it looks like the path is dream work. So I would keep writing dreams down as you can. And every morning just know that I'm going to dream and I'm going to write down whatever it is, even if it's like one word. And I would work through it that way. That's kind of what he's showing me, is that yes. But also, I wouldn't get so hung up on the seeing part of it. It looks like you're a feeler, too. Yeah. I lean on that quite a bit, too. So just where in my body do things feel like they're coming from? And go with that. Like, it doesn't have to come through. Like, kind of let go of that expectation a little bit. And then just work with spirit in the way that feels best to you. So you will be able to see, but it'll come with time, it looks like. But
Okay,
yeah.
thank you.
Thank you.
I came back because I think I could maybe refine the questions to
Yeah,
yes or
absolutely.
no. Okay, so there are a ton of paths. Okay, so should I pursue the T?
T.
No.
Yes, like it's a slow yes. I would take it slowly and like see how you feel.
Okay.
Yes.
Should I pursue the Healers Collective?
No, thank you.
Does it have something to do with the music school?
Yes. Interesting. Thank you.
I don't know how to expand on that. Should I pursue real estate? Oh, wow,
No.
see, it's still nothing. Come on, Michael. Should I get a traditional job?
If you need to pay your bills, yes. That's kind of what.
Well, I mean, I have a job now, but I'm just saying like a corporate job? Is it like a, don't say that.
If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. You have free will. You can choose.
Like a structured traditional job?
Yeah, just to pay the bills, it looks like. Like, if you can find your passion within that, you absolutely should. But the music school keeps coming up. Do you play an instrument or teach?
I don't. I
music?
help run a music school, but it's just like a small little mom and pop school, and it's, it's not like it's a big, high-paying job.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what else to ask, how to ask.
It looks like there's kind of like this ramp up into that sort of thing and then a ramp down from the corporate world. So it'll be kind of a transition because you kind of have to like figure out how to make that work. Is that what's happening? Yes.
So is it still doing more of the same of what I'm doing?
Yes and no. It looks like there's some other aspect to it.
So is it modifying working with the music school and creating something with them?
Yeah. Like you are going to change the direction of it. Like you'll keep doing a lot of it, but like there's something new about this.
Is the music school going to expand?
Yes. Thank you.
That's not what they've said. Okay.
It might be, you buying it? Is that something that's on the horizon? Potentially.
Would it be opening another location?
Yes, thank you. It's one possible path. This future feels a little nebulous because you're still not quite sure, and so it could happen if you wanted it to, and it looks like it would be successful. Yeah. But because you still have the free will to choose, it looks like it's not a for sure thing yet.
Yeah, it feels ambiguous. And should I stay in Los Angeles and stay where I live?
Michael's saying if you want to.
It's just leaving me in ambiguity land.
Yes.
Am I asking the right questions?
Yes. Thank you. Hello.
Hi, Megan. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
And thank you, Archangel Michael. Do we still have Archangel Michael?
We do. Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
My oldest grandson is in jail for shooting his brother.
Oh, no.
None of us believed that he did that. Did Kenny pull the trigger?
No. Interesting.
Did Uncle Brian pull the trigger?
Yes. No.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry.
Is it beneficial mentally, emotionally, and financially for us to pursue suit against the district attorney who has him wrongfully accused?
Yes. It looks like it will go on for a couple years and be pretty emotionally challenging. Yeah. But it looks like it will be worth it. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Megan, you are so loved by so many people.
Thank
And
you so
thank you for
much.
being here.
Thank you for coming. And I'm so sorry. Hello.
Hi. I don't feel like what I have to say is very important after that. But thank you for being here. I
you.
found you on TikTok.
Thank you.
And it's amazing how somebody's true personality can come through. And you're loving and kind and grounded, and I think that's probably why a lot of us are here.
Thank you.
And I started TikTok partly because of you.
Aw.
Yeah, because you just came through so calmly. So thank you.
Thank you.
I guess my first question is related to that.
Yeah.
Should I continue working on social media while I'm trying to figure out my...
Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you. And then my second question is my main spirit guide Samuel?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I like him. He looks fun.
He does?
Yeah.
Oh, good. That's it. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
This
thank
is so
you.
fun. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hi. I was wondering if my fiance's upcoming surgery, if it will be successful and without complications.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, thank God. And one question, since you have Michael on the horn there. Were they responsible primarily for my spiritual awakening and blockage release? Yeah.
Yes, thank
okay.
you.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you. Hello.
Hi, it's so nice to meet you in person. I love it. I have the same sentiment about the warmth and the pureness, and it's awesome. I did have a question about the collective at large, but you kind of touched base on that, so I really appreciate that message. My heart is pounding. I feel like I'm kind of entering into a new era, and I did a pivot with my work. I just want to know, first question, if I'm on track. Is this the way that I'm supposed to be going?
Thank you.
Okay, because I'm really wanting to, I think I have a little bit of cognitive dissonance because it's more logical and scientific, even though I have this metaphysical underlay or overlay at one point, because I went through a huge awakening at like 16, and I just want to make sure I'm not doing a disservice. I just want to make sure that I'm making the impact that I'm supposed to be.
Michael's giving me like so many shivers right now. He's like, this is where a lot of people need to be, is in like these non-spiritual type jobs, because part of like science and like learning is using spirit to kind of guide your intuition to where the next thing should be. And because you have that, it's able to like bridge that gap and introduce this like very gentle language of like talking about gut feelings, or like, I think we should do this, like I just feel like it sounds good. And so yes, it's very good. He's very excited about this.
Oh, that makes me feel good. Okay, great. And then my next question is I guess it's two parts. It feels really big because I always think big. And then is it going to be something that will grow into something that will become multiple businesses with my wife?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, and that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Hello again. To kind of, somebody phrased it and it just lit up a question I should have asked. So, are he and I for one another?
Yes, thank
Okay.
you.
Short term, long term, so.
Short term, yes. Long term, I'm getting like is that like a 30 or 40 years? Yes.
Am I going to be alive that long? I'm like 60 now. Are you kidding me? That's awesome.
Yes.
Okay, and then the tricky question, a tricky question, is my little dog Pixie keeps doing pee-pee poo-poo when she's not supposed to. How can I figure out, like, why she's doing this? She's so good when, I know I'm going to say it out loud, when I'm around more. Of course, I'm across the country now, and I imagine my carpet's a hot mess, but with the adult kids are watching her, but is it something with me why she does pee-pee poo-poo?
Yeah, it looks like she's mad at you for leaving.
Is there a way to fix this? Like,
it looks like she has like a...
Like she can't live at work with me.
No, it looks like she has somebody she really likes. Do you have like a niece or a daughter?
Oh, it's my daughter, and Pixie drives my daughter crazy because my daughter has 2 cats.
Okay.
And Pixie's part Chihuahua, so she needs her person.
I think she likes your daughter quite a bit.
Loves Georgia.
Yeah. I would, if you can, I would leave her with your daughter while you're away.
Oh, she is.
Okay. And it's still creating this? Did she bring the cats with her?
Well, see, the cats don't want to be in Georgia's room if Pixie's in there.
Oh. Does
It's
she
a
want to
whole-
be by the cats?
Because she's Chihuahua, she wants to be number 1.
Yeah.
And she likes cats. She likes everybody.
I don't know. There's something about your daughter.
It's a love-hate relationship.
It is. Like, if she can leave the cats home and then stay with your daughter, I think that'd be more successful. That doesn't look like it's very practical.
We all live together.
Okay. Interesting. And it's not really reasonable to ignore the cats, is that true?
Correct.
Okay.
It's not.
It looks like that's what she
There's
wants.
a lot of entities of like animals in my house. Yeah. We have 5 cats and 2 dogs.
I wish I had like some sort of solution. It feels like it's just like talking to her and reiterating like, we can't keep doing this, but she doesn't want to like hear that. And I'm not seeing a way to like get past it.
That's hard.
Yeah, right. It might be hard for us, honestly. But oh my gosh.
Okay, she's tricky. She's stubborn.
She is.
Okay.
It feels like a little bit vindictive too.
Yeah.
But like still sweet. Is that? Yeah.
Yeah, she's so sweet.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I
She's
don't
so
have
good and so naughty. Okay. Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
I have 2 questions. One question is for you, Megan. Earlier you had said that you kind of picked up a little bit of negative energy while like trying to go on. How do you know it was negative?
So there's a couple ways I know. Some of the energies feel like really heavy and dense, and just like they kind of like depress you a little bit.
Okay.
The other one that I've noticed is they'll try and like make you feel disoriented. Like you know how when you walk into a room and you're like, why did I walk in here? What was I looking for? Some of that can be caused by negative energies, and then just like sometimes getting dizzy or like for no reason can be that kind of negative energy.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then my second question is, I've been having some back issues. I was wondering if it's musculoskeletal, so like muscle issues. Is it spiritual?
Partially, yes. Mostly. Okay. Yeah. Is that?
Is it a spiritual attack?
No, and it doesn't feel like an attachment.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like that's just where you carry some of like your stress and like where you have, like if you're feeling down, that's kind of where you carry it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like more grounding and like meditation will help with some of that.
Okay.
Like physical things will help too. So like massage, chiropractor, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or even just like a heating pad, it looks like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will chanting kind of help with that?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
Definitely.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Megan, I love your energy.
Thank you.
Okay, I wrote down my questions just to make it easier. On Friday, I had an encounter with someone in this expo, and it was not a good encounter. It felt very negative, and I got sick later. I am wondering just a couple of things. Was she right
No, it looks like she was causing fear.
What's that?
It looks like she was intentionally causing fear.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that's what I suspected. And then I've been physically not, like, I just stayed in my room, and I feel like I'm going through some cleansing my body, because I was fine right before that.
Yeah.
And it sounds like I was doing some spiritual cleansing.
Yeah. Michael's showing me like the pool or the spa. If you can like go out there and hang out there, that'll really help with the grounding.
Oh,
So-
okay. One of the things that she implied was I was married once, and
Yeah.
I'm afraid of being that person that gets married and divorced. So, but she insinuated things around not being able to find someone, and a few other things too. I am wondering, am I going to find love? And I'm not talking about the superficial, like that emotional fulfilling type of love.
Yeah.
And is it someone that I know?
No. Thank you. And it feels like they're like a couple years out still, like maybe 2028 or so.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll just know. Like there'll be like a click and a, oh, this is, yes, okay.
Okay. And as far as work, lots of, I've been there a long time, and I feel like I'm at a standstill. But I am wondering if it's worth staying longer, because my initial plan was to retire, and certain things have been passed up, and so just trying to figure out, is it worth staying?
Yes and no. It looks like you're not quite done there. Yes, but there's like one project or like something you want to accomplish, and once that's done, it looks like anything else would just be extra for fun.
Okay.
Yeah. And it feels like this is like a 9 months to year out type energy. Yeah, like maybe by the end of this year, things will be wrapping up, maybe March of next year, it looks like.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I know you mentioned earlier about
Yeah.
the whole marriage thing.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not someone I know?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
So now I have questions, because you said yes to that that's my person. So does it mean, will I be moving to Los Angeles?
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
when?
Will it be this year? No, thank you. Will it be next year? No. How about the year after that? When are we in 2027? Yes. Of course, you should do what you feel is best. So if sooner than that or later than that feels right, then you should do that. Yeah. Kind of the natural path is like a 2027 timeframe. Yeah.
Will I be publishing that book with that Munich publishing company about that formula I invented?
Yes, thank you.
Wow. Oh, my heart is racing. I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry.
I'm looking for English words now. Will I be okay financially all the time?
Yes, thank you.
Will I be health-wise be okay?
Yes. I'm getting something about your foot bothering you, but it doesn't look like it's a major thing. Does your foot bother you now?
No, really just
Your neck?
this thing.
I wonder if your neck is related to something about your feet. Is that interesting? Reflexology might be a good thing to check out also. Interesting. Michael's showing me like the grid on your feet and how like the things are connected, and it feels like there's something in there that they can push to help release your neck and shoulder too. Yes, thank you. Interesting.
And should I become a mother or not?
Should she become a mother? No answer. Thank you. Should she not have kids? No. Interesting. I wonder if there's something in the wording there. Will she have her own biological kids? No. So it looks like maybe some adoption or like really cool aunt is also in there.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. Thank you. Yes, thank you.
So last question, and then
Yeah.
I'm really done. Why am I losing all my followers right now?
That looks like it's the app causing that to happen. Is that true? It looks like people aren't actually like intentionally unfollowing you. Yeah. There's been some of that happening within the app too, where followers have just changed, or like you're suddenly not following somebody anymore. So I think they're doing some of that. I wouldn't read into it like anything personally that you've done or your business. It's the overlords of the algorithm messing with things.
So I'll be okay with the path I'm on?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a drink of water.
Okay, I came back.
Okay.
Okay. How about the coffee shop? Should I do the coffee shop? No, not the coffee shop either.
No, he doesn't like the coffee shop.
Do I have a life purpose?
Yes, yes you do.
Are you sure I have a life purpose?
Yes.
Okay.
Your life purpose might just be finding what you're supposed to do, too.
Sounds like a nightmare. Is this relationship that I'm in the right relationship for me?
Yes, thank you.
Is it a long-term relationship?
It could be. It feels like it has at least the next 5 years, yes. And it feels like it's interrelated to with what you choose to do. And it's not like a negative thing, like it just might be that the way you're growing and the way your partner's growing aren't necessarily in alignment anymore, and that causes some conflict. And I wouldn't read into that as like a negative thing. It just is.
Yeah, that's life. I get that.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah.
Should I go back to school?
No.
You're killing me. This is like, there's nothing. Like, is it that I'm not supposed to know right now?
Yes, thank you. So keep doing what you're doing. I'm so sorry.
Hi,
Hello.
thank you for taking my question. Am I making the right decision by leaving my job?
Yes, thank you.
Should I pursue a career in dance therapy?
If you want to, it feels like you're not done with your current job. Yeah. I would say this looks like a 2-year thing. Yeah. So maybe in the next couple years. Does it take more training to go to your next therapy that you're pursuing?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. That looks like it would be why. Is that, yes.
And will my father have a successful surgery and recovery?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, Jen.
Hi.
So I'm wondering, am I ever visited by a spirit called Tomas, or who in my lifetime was called Tomas?
Yes, thank you.
Did he, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm getting alien energy.
Okay. Ooh,
Yes.
interesting. Okay. Did he visit me at a medicine wheel in Canada?
Yes. Thank
Okay,
you.
yeah, I thought so. Okay, in a past life, was I a woman named Virginia?
Yes.
Really? Ooh, okay. Okay. Very interesting. Okay. Sorry, I wasn't expecting that. I'll probably remember something else. So I think that's it for now. Thank you.
Is Saint Francis of Assisi my patron saint? Does he walk with me?
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
How many more years am I going to
work with Chris Rungay?
He's not going to tell me.
Okay. Will I be working with animals for several years?
Yes.
Like many years? Okay. Does Archangel Michael walk with me?
Yes.
Does he help me protect the animals?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello. Will Oliver make a significant permanent communication breakthrough in the next year?
Yes. Thank you. Have you watched the telepathy tapes?
Just finished them, yeah.
Yeah.
Should I invest time trying to connect telepathically with Oliver?
Yes.
Should I make a geographical move to the new community when my lease ends?
It feels good, yes.
Should I stay in a traditional structured job when I make that geographical move?
No, thank you.
Okay, cool. Should I move to remote work?
Not exactly. Okay. Like, it feels like you'll be working out of your home, but it's not in the way you think.
Should I invest my work time in this new community?
Yes, thank you.
Should I expect a significant personal extraterrestrial connection in the next 2 years?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Thank you.
All right. Should I avoid focusing on a romantic relationship for the next 3 years?
Yes and no. So it feels like if you wanted to, you could, but with the caveats that you don't have a lot of extra time.
Okay.
Like, you look very busy. Yeah.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
So when I was in the garden like a few months back, end of summer, it was just me and my dog, and there was this huge silvery mirrored thing that just kept floating over my garden. Is that was it like something extraterrestrial? It was just, yeah. I can take a picture. Is it something because, some things kind of freak me out, but I've been very curious about it, and now I see it. Is it something where I should pay attention and where more things are?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
And there's also, don't be afraid of it.
I'm not afraid
okay.
because I had said, okay, if it's something like that, show me something. And then I get this huge ass thing floating over my garden with me that it was bizarre. So
it looks like, I see it. It looks like something out of Chicken Little. Have you seen that movie? Where it's just a panel that's right there. Is that kind of what it looked like?
Yeah, it was just kind of shimmery. It was very bizarre. Never seen it. And it was so low. I mean, it was, okay. And then since I asked a question for my other daughter, I'll ask one for my other youngest.
Yeah.
She's newly in a relationship, but with a super good old friend from 10 years. Is that something that you see lasting?
Oh, yeah. That feels very comfortable and natural. They look like they're very happy, too.
Oh, good. I'll let her know. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm back. So I have a question. I am a nurse and I do one-on-one care with the patient. Family, the mom and the patient are very challenging and they're not able to keep nurses. I've been there, probably the only nurse for the last 4 months. And I try to start my shift with love, compassion. I feel like they need me because they can't keep anybody. But at the same time, I worry that I'm making a mistake by staying there because they're so dysfunctional, or should I continue and just try my best at compassion? This patient has claimed that a nurse sexually abused them, which I honestly do not believe. Yeah. And so I worry about my protection. I want to be compassionate, but at the same time, I want to also protect myself.
Are there any concerns that she would be accused at all? No. This person seems to really like you.
Yes, we get along great. Yeah. And even the mother, she's not bad all the time, but it's just they're so challenging. And I'm like, God, are you trying to help me to be more patient?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, is that it?
Yeah.
Is that it? Okay. Okay. so I'll continue. I have more compassion. And then the last question is, when I was a little girl, I used to get a lot of nosebleeds, and I had to have a hysterectomy because I was bleeding inside. Went away. 6 months later, I'm back to my nosebleeds. What is that about?
That looks like spirit. Yeah, I get them too sometimes, especially.
Yeah. Is
when
it
you
a
get-
health condition, or is it just
No.
stressed out, or is this a sign?
It has something to do with awakening. Yeah. So as you're becoming like more aware of spirit and it looks like you're working and meditating and that sort of thing.
Yes.
That can cause the nosebleed. Yeah.
Okay.
I get them too. I'm not exactly sure why, but it's related to
It's
that.
like a daily basis now, so I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
thank you.
Thank you. Hello.
So my master's thesis was a poetry collection, and I'm wondering if any of the publishers I've sent it to currently will publish it.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, okay.
It looks like it's the one you're not expecting though, and maybe
Okay.
one of the smaller houses.
Yes, yeah, okay,
yeah.
that makes sense. Will I go back to school and do my PhD?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Thank you. It looks like Michael's saying you're not quite sure yet.
Yeah,
Is that, yeah. It feels like it would be a good timeline, but it would lead to a different life path.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Whereas without, I'm seeing like partner family energy.
Okay.
So it kind of depends on which one you want more.
Okay.
And not that you can't have both. It looks like with the PhD, it would just be delayed.
It would be delayed, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. So is that something I would do maybe, I would start thinking about maybe a year from now?
I'm seeing sooner than that.
Sooner,
Like
okay.
August this year even.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
not sure what deadlines are, but it looks like it could happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
And am I going to, within the timeline I have in mind, finish the next poetry project I've been working on?
Yes, thank you.
Yes, okay. All right, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi.
Hello.
Is Jason supposed to have shoulder surgery?
No answer. Interesting. Is it in its highest and best good to have shoulder surgery? Yes, thank
Okay.
you. Is there going to be some sort of like delay or hiccup with the hospital? Yeah, it looks like a scheduling issue. Is that what's happening? Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, one more. My best friend and I had a fallout. Are we going to reconnect?
Yes, it looks like she's still unsure and that you're a little more sure about it. Michael's saying maybe you reach out every once in a while, like on her birthday, just reach out and say, hey, happy birthday, and like leave that space open, but allow her to come to you when she's ready.
Okay, that's
Yes.
exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And last question.
Yeah.
My husband thinks that my dogs love me more than they love him. Is that true?
Yes, thank
Aw.
you.
Thank you.
It's me again.
Hi.
I'm extremely concerned about my 22-year-old who identifies as male, but on all of their paperwork, they're listed as female. And I need to know if I should encourage them to, during this time, to just maintain the female status I mean, obviously they can't change their
No.
paperwork.
No, it looks like it would be like too internally like painful to do so.
So, but you're not able to change your passport now. And very bad things are happening with that sort of paperwork change.
So it looks like just like maintaining more of a low profile, but I wouldn't try and like flip anything back that has already been done.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you can pursue what you can, it would be worth it.
Okay.
Because it looks like more of a mental health
Right.
issue.
Yeah, definitely.
Like that is more important than what's going on with the world right now.
Okay. And I have terrible neighbors.
I'm so sorry.
That are doing things that are very aggressive towards me because they don't like me. Is there any way to encourage them to move to a different place without being, no, I'm not trying, not being vindictive at all, and I'm very passive about things like that, but is there any way, or do they see them moving, or, because I don't want to move, I love my place.
No, it doesn't look like they're necessarily going to move. It looks like more boundary setting would be enough to kind of keep them out of your,
It hasn't worked, unfortunately. And should I change jobs?
No, you look pretty happy where you're at.
Yeah, unfortunately. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So, a year ago, my dog died, and it was super expensive, and my heart is broken, but I was thinking about getting another dog, but like, I'm freaked out by the finance of it, and I just don't know.
Michael
Should I
says
get
a
another dog?
Yes, definitely.
Like, I'll be able to function and have a dog with this new job you're making me get in the corporate world?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Hi. I'm just wondering, is there any particular reason I moved back to LA?
Yes. There looks like there's some sort of opportunity here that's like not shown itself yet, but it's coming. Yeah.
Could it potentially be in the documentary filmmaking?
Yeah, I was getting like actor, model, like kind of movie industry. Yes.
Okay, particularly for that. What about meeting a soulmate here?
I'm not getting that so much, no. This feels very career focused. Yeah.
Okay. Would it be happening this year?
He's not going to tell me.
Come on.
You know, he says you're not allowed to know. Is
That's
that
okay.
true?
That's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
The cat that comes to my house, do we know each other from a past life?
No, thank you, but he likes you.
Is he, is he a spirit guide?
Yes, thank you.
Is he a protector?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I feel like I've been living in chaos for at least a couple months.
Sorry.
And just want to find out if that's good news.
Yes, thank you. I'm so sorry. It feels like I'm getting, like May is when things finally start to settle down. Yeah. And the summer looks a lot happier for you. Yeah. Thank you. Hello.
Hi, Megan.
Hi.
I'm strongly encouraged to get bilateral shoulder replacement through the profession that I do as a chiropractor. I see high volume practice, but my shoulders are like completely worn out. So I don't want to get it done, but is it to my best interest to get bilateral shoulder replacement?
No, thank you.
That's good.
Your gut's telling you something. Yeah.
With the meditation prayer and self-healing, am I able to go that route to improve my shoulder condition?
Yes. Have you read Dr. Joe Dispenza's book, Becoming Supernatural?
I have the book, I just haven't cracked it open yet.
You should read that. Yep.
And I have a brother who's thinking of moving to Sweden. Is it a good move for him to move to Sweden to meet up with a girl that may be?
She looks wonderful. Oh, I got chills on that one.
And will they be married?
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you, Megan.
Thank you.
I just forgot my first question, but actually, so will my mom in this lifetime be able to be free of all the emotional blockages that are plaguing her?
Yes.
Good. Okay. Will I help her do that, or okay? Yeah. Will I help her do that?
No, it looks like she needs to come to that on her own. You might be able to encourage her, like, I hate to self-plug, but you could send me my contact.
Yeah. Let's see. Will this freedom come in the next 2 years?
Yes. It feels like, is she a little bit older?
She's 46.
it feels like she'll have like that final real awakening in like her 70s, but like
Okay,
she's
all
working
right.
towards it now.
Okay, so it's begun and it's gonna kind of slowly.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she's inching there.
Okay, good. Have I been visited by my eldest daughter yet?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Megan.
Yeah.
And thank you, Michael.
Thank you. And I'm going to have you guys be the last two. I think we're just up on time, so thank you guys.
Just when I was little, I had an imaginary friend named Cha-Cha.
Yeah.
And I have some memories, and also what my parents told me became memories too. And then as I started to open up and like go through Ascension, I sometimes wonder, was that really something I made up, or is it some sort of a spirit guide or a guide that kind of kept me from falling off a cliff?
Yes, it's spirit guiding you. Yeah. Thank you.
I just have a dog question.
Yeah.
I have a 13-year-old dog, and then I just got a baby, a dog.
Okay.
Is my 13-year-old dog okay with the new dog addition?
He's kind of cranky about it.
He's cranky. That's a fact. And my last question is, he's in pain. Is
Yeah.
that okay, or just, is he happy? Is he content?
He's happy. It looks like it's like an old age thing, and he feels happy. Like, there's maybe like a dog bed or like a pillow or some sort that might be helpful. Yeah, but I don't see any sort of like medical things that might help. Is that? Yeah.
Perfect. Just keep going. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Alrighty, that is the end of this session. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you guys. Got some water. I don't, no. I'm actually going to attend some more sessions. Solarglow Meditations. Solarglow Meditations. Yeah. What? Are you heading? Oh, yeah. I'm actually going to come back in this room for the next session because I want to see Debbie Solaris. Yeah. Yeah. Not mine, but somebody else's. Yeah. Yeah, I like to watch the other people. So, nice to meet you too. Thank you. Hi. I do, yeah.